referee looks at his watch and his second now.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Hello, welcome back to WantMyBet TV. My name is Will.
I'm Ollie.
We're talking international friendlies. This is video 2. So we've done another one. Earlier week, later week. Load of friendlies, so we split it up. For those that have been monitoring us closely, you'd have seen that we've got some good bets going on recently.
We absolutely smashed it in every league last weekend.
Yeah, we did.
So we're on a bit of a roll, so maybe listen to us.
Yeah, so I think in the 3 out of 4 days, which would have been last week, depending on when you were watching this, we got 3 good hackers.
Yeah, we got 1 Europa League, 2 over the weekend.
And the other one?
The other one on the weekend, the final one, was an 89th disallowed goal goal.
Yeah.
Off.
And it killed us.
Everything else won.
So, that's why you should be on the WhatsApp group, because that's where our bets come in. That's why you should be subscribed to the channel, because you get all this research and you can pick and choose. A lot of people would have won just from that.
I was going to say, if you don't believe us and you think we're just chatting spiel, go on to some of the other videos from, say, Serie A video last weekend and a few of the other ones, and look at the comments and you'll see everyone go, oh, I won so much money, thanks. So it does work.
Cool.
It does.
So, trying to make the friendlies a bit more interesting.
Yeah, have a few quid on it.
There's some value to be had, so we thought we'd run through them quickly, pull out the stats, and dish out what we would be betting on each game. So, first one, United Arab Emirates versus Venezuela.
Cracker.
Not the best game. Can we find any value? Potentially. So United UAE beat Laos in the last game. Laos terrible, but failed to win the previous 5, scoring 1 in that time.
Not very.
They're not very good.
No.
Venezuela have played 9 games this year. They lost 5 to all the bigger South American teams: Argentina, Brazil, blah blah blah. They won 4. Trinidad, Jamaica, Bolivia, Ecuador. United Arab Emirates are not as good as Venezuela, basically.
Fact.
So Venezuela will win. We've gone 2-0.
Fine.
Easy. That one's done.
Done.
Next.
Right, we have Japan versus Uruguay. Actually not a bad game.
Not a bad game. Japan were a surprise.
Yeah, so we basically, during the World Cup, every part of the World Cup, the group stages, the knockouts,
we slated Japan.
We kind of slated Japan, and then every time they proved us wrong.
Yeah.
So Japan are actually better than everyone thinks, and I think everyone knows that now since watching the World Cup. So it's going to be a good game, because obviously Uruguay are pretty decent as well. So Uruguay have won 3 of the last 4 meetings with Japan. There was 1 draw, obviously. Japan are 54th in the world.
Yeah.
Should be a tiny bit higher. After the World Cup, I think should be a little bit higher. Uruguay are 5th in the world. So based on rankings, this game is literally David v Goliath.
Yeah.
But
it's not.
It's not.
And also,
much closer.
rankings are all over the shop.
Yeah, everything's messed up.
You don't know how they do that.
So I think it's going to be a lot tighter than that suggests. Japan are just coming into this off the back of a 3-0 beating of Costa Rica. Yeah. Decent.
Yeah.
And Uruguay beat Mexico 4-1 in their last friendly. And Mexico had a good World Cup as well. So obviously Uruguay have got their tails up. We know they've got the firepower. Cavani, Suarez, decent.
They should edge it, but it will be tight.
Yeah, but there's good value, I think. And Uruguay win here. Yeah. Because they're away and, well, yeah. I've gone Uruguay win. Yeah. Correct score would be 2-1 to Uruguay. Uruguay. Coming out to my R's.
Uruguay, that is how they say it though.
Uruguay.
So then you got South Korea, Panama. South Korea ranked 55th, Panama 70th. Panama are a shambles, aren't they?
Yeah, we saw them in the World Cup against England.
Off World Cup, they cannot defend to save their lives.
They just try and punch everyone.
They're literally clumsy, aggressive, physical team. Which
but they have to be if they're not very good.
Yes, but they can see a lot of goals. Yeah. South Korea have kept 3 clean sheets in a row. Yes. Right, so for a start, they're much more solid than Panama. Yeah. They beat Germany at the World Cup to knock them out. It was a great game. Beat Costa Rica, drew 0-0 with Chile. That is 3 good results. Panama have lost their last 5 games. They've scored 2 goals and conceded 14. Their only win this year was 1-0 against Trinidad and Tobago, who just get beat by everyone. South Korea win is going to happen. If you want to push the boat out, which is probable as well, South Korea to win 2-0. 2-0.
Easy.
There you go.
You're up again.
Again, Uzbekistan versus Qatar. So Uzbekistan, terrible team. Failed to win their last 9, scored 2 in that time. Blunt again.
Blunt as heck.
Lost to the likes of United Arab Emirates, Iran, Morocco. Qatar have only lost 1 of 5. They're not actually too bad. They beat China, Palestine, Iraq. Better team, we would say Qatar win there. You could go Qatar to win 2-0.
But Uzbekistan did lose to Iran and Morocco, who actually...
Iran aren't bad.
And neither are Morocco.
Morocco are right, yeah.
Yeah, they were right, decent. Yeah. They played well. They were unlucky. Both of those teams were unlucky in the World Cup to get
to be fair,
better results.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right, I think...
They're going to have a bit too much for them.
I wouldn't go to 0, but...
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I reckon if you're going to put a score on it, I would actually say 2-0 Qatar. But we'll see. Qatar to win is the shout.
Then finally, a really good game for a friendly. We have Brazil versus Argentina.
Yeah, heavyweights.
The heavyweights are meeting in an international friendly. So, from the last 6 meetings, Brazil have actually won 4 of them, which I found quite surprising when I did the research. Brazil have been in pretty good form since the World Cup. They had an okay World Cup, but I mean, compared to Argentina's World Cup, I think Brazil definitely performed way better.
Definitely. They still didn't set the thing on alight, set the world alight, but
which everyone thought they might.
Defensively these days, they're so good. They do not concede many goals.
Yeah.
They aren't smashing teams like sometimes they used to do.
Yeah, but I mean, but then they do have the odd calamity in their locker, like Marcelo just doesn't get back. Like he'll bomb forward, but doesn't get back.
I think, I don't know if you got it in there, but recently they keep so many clean sheets.
Well, the last 2 games, the last 2 friendlies since the World Cup, they beat USA 2-0.
Yeah.
In America.
Yeah.
And El Salvador 5-0. So, and also some of their key players like Neymar in the domestic league he's on fire at the moment. So things are...
They've got the edge.
Yeah, they've definitely got the edge in terms of form, in terms of clicking as a team.
Yeah.
You look at Argentina, they drew their last match, their last friendly to Colombia 0-0.
Yeah.
Always going to be a difficult game, but still, if that was Brazil, I think they probably would have won that. And they beat Guatemala, who are poo anyway.
Yeah.
But the key thing here for me is, like, Argentina did not... I mean, yes, they did okay in the end in the World Cup, but they did not perform.
But they have not been performing for like probably the last 2 tournaments. They scraped through qualification.
Exactly. So I think there's value here in a Brazil win. And I think they will probably win it quite easily.
Definitely.
So my tip is Brazil to win. My score prediction is 3-1 Brazil.
I would agree with that.
Probably Neymar anytime as well.
Yeah. Then you do that one.
Oh yeah. Then we got Belgium versus Netherlands, another good game.
Yeah.
So
Netherlands are actually starting
on the comeback
to turn it around.
So Belgium are ranked joint 1st in the world with France.
Joint first, are they?
Apparently so.
Yeah,
Tom did the research for this one, so you know,
must be.
If he's got it wrong, he's got it wrong.
Yeah.
But
joint first, but they should be up there. On paper, squad-wise.
Oh yeah.
They're
unbelievable. They were unlucky actually in the World Cup not to like do even better than they did.
Yeah.
Everyone knew they were going to have a good World Cup. Netherlands are 17th after their horrible few years.
Yeah.
They've slipped down the rankings, but they are, like you said, coming back up. Belgium's current form is pretty decent though. They've only lost once in 28 games.
Yeah.
And that was in 1-0 to France, who ended up winning the World Cup.
And Belgium probably should have won that game.
Yeah. They've scored 30 goals in 11 games. Very good.
Very scory.
Very sharp up front. Netherlands lost 2-1 to France in the Nations League in September. But Giroud got a late winner, so maybe a bit unlucky there. That was only their 2nd defeat in 11 games.
Yeah, so they're doing alright.
So they are doing alright. But the last 4 games have all seen both teams score.
Yeah.
So they are leaky.
I like that actually.
Yeah, well, so the safe bet here, I think, would be Belgium to win.
Yeah.
1.75. pretty good odds.
Agreed.
But there is quite a good value in saying Belgium to win and both teams to score.
I think that will happen.
3.1.
Decent. Very good.
Decent.
Hazard will score in that.
Yeah.
He's on fire.
Score prediction then would be 2-1 Belgium.
Yeah, maybe a 3-1.
Maybe a 3-1.
Alright, so then we got Colombia, Costa Rica. Colombia have lost 2 of 9 games this year. Lost to Japan and England, obviously, on pens. That was tense. That one.
Times.
They beat Poland, beat France, beat Senegal and Venezuela. Good team, Colombia. Costa Rica have only won 2 of 10. So they beat Scotland and Northern Ireland. Going to win those games. Lost to Korea, Japan, Brazil, Serbia without scoring within the last 4. So, Costa Rica, blunt. Colombia, better team. Colombia to win to 0 will be good value. Probably going to be 2 or 3-0. Colombia, better team.
Better team. Right, next, Denmark versus Austria. Good game as well.
Yeah.
So Austria won 2-1 in their last friendly, but that was
ages ago.
back in 2010.
Yeah, no, we don't.
But it's in there anyway, just so you know.
Yeah.
Austria have won 2 of their last 4 friendlies. They beat Germany 2-1.
Oh.
And they beat Sweden 2-0.
Wow.
Both teams.
Good results.
Good teams.
Yeah.
And they only lost to Brazil and Bosnia, but that must have been an off day.
Little blip, yeah.
So Austria are decent.
Yeah.
They didn't go to the World Cup, so they were like fresh. Obviously got Arnautovic, who's doing bits in the Prem.
True.
Going from strength to strength. Denmark beat Wales 2-0 in their last Nations League game, but they lost 3-0 in the previous game to Slovenia.
Oh, that was that game.
That was the game where the players boycotted due to their Danish FA or something went out. I can't remember what it was. So they put out their futsal team.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then they lost 3-0 to Slovenia.
Yeah.
So that could indicate that although obviously the game after that everyone came back, there could still be unrest in camp. Also, I'm pretty sure Eriksen won't be featuring.
Okay.
Because he's injured for Tottenham at the moment.
Yeah, okay.
So
good value there then.
Definitely, I mean he's their main man.
Yeah.
Like without Eriksen they're terrible.
Yeah.
And also Arnautovic is on fire. So the combination of the two.
Like it.
My shout is Austria to win.
Like it.
Score prediction 2-1 to Austria.
Like that.
I think there's value in that one.
Yeah, that'd be good. Okay, so then we've got Sweden, Slovakia. Sweden ranked 15th, Slovakia ranked 26th. Pretty hot. This one could go either way. So we said leave it out of the ACA.
Leave it.
Sweden have lost 3 games in a row. England, Austria, Turkey. In 2018, they've kept 6 clean sheets in 13. So there isn't that many goals. They don't concede that many, but they're in a bit of a dip in form. They're losing. Slovakia lost 1-0 to Ukraine in UEFA Nations League last game, but then they beat Denmark 3-0. But you can't really take that because they put out a bad team. So which way do you go?
I think you go
on
Sweden.
paper. Sweden at home, don't concede many. You go Sweden win 1.85. Probably going to be 1-0. I think that's even worth putting correct score 1-0 on that. I think that's going to happen.
You do a double with Sweden and Austria.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Maybe a treble. And Colombia as well.
Yeah.
That's decent, those 3.
So then last one, USA, Peru. Peru have been a letdown. We said at the start of the World Cup they were going to. They've actually got a good team.
They play good football.
And in the lead up to the World Cup, they had a load of good results. They basically just
they've got
end up on the losing side, even though they look good throughout the game. Yeah, that's what happens.
When we watched them during the World Cup, they were playing great football. They get to the box, and then no end product.
So basically, they've only won 1 in the last 6. They've lost by 1 goal in 4 of those. And again, all against good teams. So Germany, Holland, France, Denmark only beat them by 1 goal. But they lost. Under 2.5 in 4 of those 6 as well. 4 of the last 6 for both teams. USA have only lost 2 games this year. Brazil and Ireland. They're on the up. They drew with France. They beat Paraguay, Brazil and Mexico. It's hard because...
And that'll be away. That's away, right?
Well, Peru are away.
Yeah.
So I think the shout is under
difficult game.
Under 2.5. Under 2.5 goals happen in 4 of the last 6 for both teams. So that's the shout.
I think
my gut says draw, but looking at that, I might edge USA.
I would edge USA.
I might edge USA just, but under 2.5, I would go. Scoreline, I've got 1-1. Could be 1-0 USA.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's what we do. All right, that's the friendlies. If you're watching this very early, there's another friendly video up as well for the earlier games. These ones are slightly later on. Yeah. Let's see how we get on. We're also covering UEFA Nations League separately, day by day. So get on our channel, subscribe, watch all those. And remember, we've been doing well recently. So listen to what we've got to say.
Listen. You listen, yeah?
Listen in. All right?
Good.
Cool.
See you later.
See ya.
Now then, the referee looks at his watch and his second now.